What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Mo Salah contract update video, and also we will talk about Sadio Mane's latest situation, so you will get a lot of new information in this video. So if you enjoy the latest Liverpool transfer news updates, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, so you keep up to date daily. I upload the latest news on Liverpool's transfer news, so turn on the bell notifications so you never miss anything. And Mo Salah would reportedly be prepared to remain in the Premier League and go to a rival club at the end of his contract if he doesn't sign a new contract, and he will be a free agent in just 1 year's time. And that would be absolutely disastrous if Salah went to Chelsea or Tottenham or Arsenal or Man City, or dare I say even Man United. And he would destroy his legacy, in my opinion, and his legendary status. The Liverpool fans wouldn't tolerate that. Let me know if you disagree with me. If you are a Liverpool fan, would you tolerate Salah going to another Premier League club who is a direct rival to Liverpool's title aspirations? And I don't think he would go to a Tottenham or an Arsenal, who are not really in the title race. So James Pearce, who is a Liverpool correspondent in The Athletic, wrote, "Beyond next summer, Salah's future is increasingly uncertain. Unless Salah receives a significantly improved contract offer from Liverpool, he will leave as a free agent at the end of his contract." So don't let yourself get fooled that Salah said, "I'm staying next season 100%. That still doesn't mean he will sign a new contract. Salah wants to be paid one of the best paid players, wants to be one of the best paid players in the world, and in my opinion, rightfully so. And James Pearce said, in that scenario, Salah's preference would be to stay in the Premier League rather than go to a foreign club. Sources close to the player insist that Salah was offered effectively a 15% pay rise on his current terms, which they felt undervalued his status in world football. And I think he shouldn't just choose money over legacy, because yes, 15% pay rise is not enough. Salah deserves to be earning in the top 10 best salaries in world football, and Liverpool's current wage structure probably doesn't fit that. It doesn't fit into that. And according to James Pearce, having assessed what other elite performers across the European game are earning, Salah's agent and Salah believe that the wages he's seeking at Liverpool would make him the 6th best paid footballer on the planet. And I think Salah deserves it. Salah should be one of the best paid athletes in Premier League. We should come to a compromise. Instead of Salah asking for 500 or 400k weekly wages and Liverpool offering him like 250, we should meet in the middle and give him like 300, 320, 330. Maybe with the bonuses you can prop up the wages. It's very, very concerning from a Liverpool point of view that we could lose Mane this summer and we could lose Salah next summer. And especially if Salah goes to a Man City or a Man United or Chelsea, that would be absolutely disastrous, because in my opinion Salah would still deliver great numbers in terms of goals and assists in the next 5 years. And if it comes at the expense of Liverpool, if it comes for a direct Premier League rival, I mean, Liverpool fans would, instead of looking back at Salah's legacy as one of the biggest legends in Liverpool Football Club, they would grow to hate him for at least a period of time. And as a Ballon d'Or contender, as also one of the world's best players, we can't deny that Salah deserves a bigger contract. And Liverpool increasing his salary by only 15% is ludicrous. I think it's way lower than what Salah deserves. But equally, we can more than understand key decision makers at Liverpool being keen to maintain the current wage structure in light of the clear warnings across Europe against the dangers of unrestricted spending. Salah linking up with another rival in the Premier League, should he be allowed to run down his contract, is frankly a scary and very disturbing thought. So what do you think about this Liverpool and Mo Salah contract standoff? Do you think Liverpool should give Salah a bigger contract? I think only a 15% pay rise, if that's correct according to reports, then it's a little bit like short of what Salah is worth, in my opinion. And he's right and he's correct in wanting more money. But on the other hand, if you want to cement your legacy at Liverpool, if you want to really be remembered as a Liverpool legend, and you have to consider this, if you are a player of Salah's caliber, you shouldn't just be after money. You should also think about how will you remembered 50 years from now, 100 years from now. If Salah stays for another 5 years or 4 years at Liverpool and breaks all kinds of goal scoring records, he honestly will go down as one of the biggest Liverpool legends, and you can't buy money. You can't buy that with money. You can only do that with grit, determination, heart and soul. And Salah has all of that, but if he wants to earn like double of what he's earning right now, he's entitled to do that. But I'm not sure, apart from Man City, PSG, Real Madrid, who else can give him that. And if he goes to Man City or even Chelsea, then his legacy and his reputation will be ruined among the Liverpool fan base. That's my honest opinion. Rob Segal, also a football agent, has suggested that there could be another twist in the Sadio Mane transfer saga, because this is what he said: I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool turned around and said, get on with it. You can't go for free next summer, but you are not going anywhere right now. And the football agent thinks that Liverpool won't make it easy for Sadio Mane to leave for a cut price fee. They won't sell him for £30 million. They would want top dollar for him. Remember, Eden Hazard went to Real Madrid for 100 million euros, or I think, with 1 year left on his contract. I'm not saying Sadio Mane should go for 100 million, but at least 50 million pounds or 40 million pounds. That's the minimum that I would sell Sadio Mane for. Reports would suggest that Bayern Munich would be the lead suitors in any negotiations. And it's interesting that the Liverpool's thinking is let's get one more brilliant year out of Mo Salah, and then we will assess the situation, and maybe he will go on a free transfer. Why isn't that same thinking applied to Sadio Mane? It would make more sense to sell Salah right now and to get 100 million for him than to sell Mane for like 40 million. And if you allow both players to run down their contracts, it would be almost impossible to replace both Salah and Mane in one summer transfer window. So I think Liverpool should do some planning and should do some hard thinking. And this football agent also said something very interesting. It's illogical for Mane to want to leave Liverpool. I just cannot understand why Mane would leave the best league in the world, the Premier League, and one of the best clubs in the world, where he would probably get more money than at Bayern Munich. I can only think something personal has happened there. Why, when you are at a club that continually achieves great things, wins big trophies, challenges for big trophies, would you want to leave? Maybe Mane thinks he has done all that he can at Liverpool, and maybe he thinks a new culture, a new footballing environment would suit him. Maybe he just wants to try something new. And according to Sport Bild, Sadio Mane and his agent went to Liverpool and asked for 24 million euros per year, which comes out at a £400,000 per week salary, and that's just too much. That's just too much. When right now I think Mo Salah is on the highest salary, 250,000. Mane certainly wouldn't deserve that amount. Maybe Salah would, if you argue really harshly or hardly in the case of Mo Salah. But even Salah in the past 6 months, his performances have dropped off alarmingly. What if that continues? So I can understand why Liverpool haven't given Salah or Mane a new contract when they are asking for these ludicrous amounts of salaries. And yes, Mane had a brilliant second half of the season, and he will rank highly in the Ballon d'Or vote because he won the Africa Cup of Nations, he won the League Cup, the FA Cup, he finished second in the Premier League and in the Champions League. And according to the report, Bayern Munich are considering offering Mane 20 million euros per year, which is around like 350,000 pounds per week, and Mane is content with that. So why not say to Liverpool, give me 300, 320, and then I will say, stay. Maybe Liverpool don't even want to give Mane or offer Mane that amount. And according to The Athletic, Liverpool will only sanction the sale of Mane if a proper replacement is lined up, and that might be a more traditional number 9, a more traditional centre forward. Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp have already preferred so far more of a false nine type of player. But now Liverpool might just think, let's replace Sadio Mane with the traditional centre forward, because Luis Diaz is already playing on the left wing and Sadio Mane played through the middle as a centre forward for the last 6 months. Why not sign a centre forward? Darwin Núñez is, I think, one of the big candidates for that. And we have to act quickly because Manchester United also want to sign him. And also there was heavy interest in Fabio Carvalho from Chelsea and Arsenal even before Liverpool were interested in him. Greg Cotwell has revealed that prior to Fabio Carvalho going to Fulham, Chelsea were desperate for him. Arsenal were also desperate for him. Man United flew down representatives from Carrington to meet him, to meet him in a secondary school Portakabin in Belham, which was pretty surreal. He said this is his former coach. So Fabio Carvalho's former coach said this at Balham Blazers. Liverpool were also interested. He went up to Liverpool to talk with them. Everyone wanted him, but it just seemed like Fulham were the right club and the right fit for him. It seemed like they could offer the right progression for him there. He was incredible. His right foot was just as strong as the left. He was just passing the ball over short distances and long distances, and he sort of had that Neymar or Coutinho look about him. His speed of thought was so good, his technique also very good, very sharp, and he knew just the right time to release the ball. And I'm really excited for Fabio Carvalho, who will have a big season at Liverpool next season. I'm really looking forward to it. And Chris Sutton said this on the BBC, that this still has been a great season for Liverpool. The whole ride, the Liverpool, the FA Cup, the League Cup for Liverpool, the Champions League ride to the final, the title challenge. They missed out in the Premier League by just 1 point to a brilliant Man City side, only just, and then again in the Champions League, just lost the final by 1 goal. It will feel more sour because of the situation with the Liverpool fans in not getting into the stadium. That will hurt even more for them. But I think everybody got cheered up by the incredible turnout from the Liverpool fan base during the Liverpool parade, and I think that next season Liverpool will be even hungrier, even more motivated to win the Premier League and the Champions League. Florian Plettenberg also said this about Sadio Mane. He was on the transfer list of Julian Nagelsmann from day one. He also sees him as number 9 or behind the striker. Negotiations ongoing, and the internal opinion at Bayern is that he's a world-class player. He had a top season and he speaks German. The coaching team hopes that Salihamidzic can make the transfer happen. So Bayern Munich are definitely working on the Sadio Mane transfer, but Liverpool are tough, hard negotiators, so it will not be easy to convince Liverpool to part ways with Mane for 30 million euros. I think Liverpool will demand a lot more. And Chris Williams, a journalist, has suggested that Liverpool's asking price for Sadio Mane could put Bayern Munich off. This is what he said. From a Bayern perspective, they are convinced Sadio Mane is going to join. First week in May, Mane's agency started to brief journalists to say that Bayern were interested in Sadio Mane, and then that took a lot of traction as we went through the month, and it has not changed. In fact, the conversations coming out of Bayern now are pretty much that they have agreed personal terms with Mane, but there is one key component to the whole transfer saga, and that's Liverpool. It looks like Bayern haven't formally approached them yet. They have just gone through his agency. I think that Liverpool will want more money-wise, and what Liverpool want will maybe put off Bayern Munich from the transfer if a compromise can't be found. So this transfer saga is far from over. It's not a foregone conclusion that Sadio Mane is going to Bayern Munich, definitely. Karen Kearney also said on the BBC that he would probably, or she would probably, sell Mane for 25 or 30 million. If there is any club I would trust to use that money wisely, it would be Liverpool. For that amount of money, I believe that Liverpool could find another absolute diamond. He could go for nothing, and that's a big risk. Liverpool are so shrewd in their business, they're so clever. When Coutinho left, we all thought, what is Klopp doing? He brought in Alisson and Van Dijk. Every club has to go through a recycle. You want to keep him, of course, Mane, but business-wise, would I want to risk losing him for a free when I could invest that money in a manager I know, trust and believe, and give to Klopp and the transfer committee that money so they can make shrewd transfers. He never wastes any transfer money, in my opinion, Jurgen Klopp, so I would have to consider it. And I agree, I think that Liverpool would be pretty wise to sell Mane right now. If he really is asking for £400,000 per week, there is no way Liverpool should give him that. So then he leaves and Liverpool can reinvest that money into the playing squad. So I'm really looking forward to how this pans out. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later.